Hello everyone and welcome back to Wisp Needlecrafts. My name is Nicole and today I'm going to talk to you about some of my most recent purchases from Hobbii. If you don't know what Hobbii is, basically it's like a yarn and needlecraft supply company that is based in Denmark. And I've made quite a few purchases from them in the past, so I am excited to talk to you about my most recent purchases. Now in this video, I am mostly going to be focusing on the cotton yarns that I have gotten from my last couple of Hobbii hauls. I have bought a lot of cotton, specifically cotton that I'm going to use for making socks, so I wanted to talk a little bit about those, as well as a few other just like nice variegated and ombre style cotton yarns. There are some other things that I bought in these last couple of orders that I will talk about in another video, as well as a couple of things that I'm not super happy with from Hobbii. So if you want to know the tea on that, definitely subscribe to the channel right now so that you get the notification whenever that next video comes out. But getting back to today's video, we're going to have a little bit more of a positive spin because I am quite happy with my cotton yarn purchases. So with that being said, let's get into what I actually bought and why I'm so happy with it. All right, so if you haven't already figured it out, I am in a hotel right now for work, so I don't have all of the yarn that I purchased from Hobbii to discuss with you today, but I do have a few samples of just the different brands and things that I have purchased that I would like to show you up close and personal. I'm also filming on my phone today. I did not bring my filming equipment to the hotel, so things might not be their normal crisp quality. I don't know, we shall see. This is a new phone, so hopefully it will be decent. All right, let's get into it. So I have a list here of everything that I bought from Hobbii cotton-wise, and I basically just wanted to go through it and explain what I got, why I got it, and what I like about it. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the cotton yarn that I first tried from Hobbii, and that was the We Heart yarn cotton yarn. This is the 8/4, so this is very much like a size 1 weight yarn that is used for, you know, shawls and gloves and socks and things like that. And I really like it. It's a really, really good basic. It's one of those 50-gram balls, 100% cotton, about 185, 186 yards per ball, and it's a very, very good price. I will try and put the price up on screen here. So these I actually got in a pack of, it was either 10 or 12, I can't quite remember. I will link everything in the description down below that I talk about today. But I got these in a pack, like a multi-pack with like an ombre effect of colors. So it went from like dark gray to light grays to browns to creams or something like that. And I really, really like that they have those different kind of colorway options so that if you don't know exactly what colors you want, you kind of have a few to go with. So these were the first cotton yarns that I tried with Hobbii. These were actually in my first ever Hobbii order almost a year ago now. And I absolutely love them. They're nice and soft. The color is great and consistent. And overall, I've just had a lot of fun figuring out what to do with them. That being said, I did use some of this for a recent pair of socks, which I will put a picture of on screen here. I'm also going to be having those pictures on my Instagram, so if you do want to check out my Instagram, check out the description box down below and you can find it there. But these are a pair of socks that I made for my mom. I'm actually giving them to her for Christmas. So Mom, if you're watching, now you know exactly what you're getting for Christmas, although I do have some other things up my sleeve, so. But yeah, these are basically made out of this We Heart yarn cotton, that's the cream color, and then I used some of the Patton's, I think it's called Croy sock yarn, in a copper colorway for the orange color work. So that was my experience with using the We Heart yarn cotton. I really, really enjoyed it, and so I decided, you know what, I want to try a whole bunch of other cotton from Hobbii because I'm now obsessed with making socks. If you're interested in this pattern, it is a drops pattern called Irish Dream, I believe. I will also try to link that in the description below. It is a beautiful pattern and my first time ever doing proper socks, so it was easy enough to follow. As I said, I got really, really into the idea of nice, thin, lightweight cotton yarns. I did start to look around locally. I am a Canadian citizen, so I started looking around here in Ontario, and it's really, really hard to find thin cotton that isn't atrociously expensive here. So the cotton from Hobbii is probably your best bet price-wise, even with when you take into account the different currencies and things like that, and even some of the fees that you get from going and getting yarn overseas. It is the most worthwhile price out there. It's probably half the price of anything I could find here, and it is really nice quality from what I can see so far. So anyways, I got really, really into the idea of sock weight yarn, and I made a humongous order on Hobbii. it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was way more than I actually needed to purchase. But I keep telling myself I don't need cotton yarn for another year now, so awesome. So I ended up buying about 40 separate balls of this Cotton Kings just 8-4 cotton. So this stuff here. Now this one is Hunter Green, and I believe, yeah, that's colorway 25. Very, very beautiful. And this is one of the colors that I ordered 4 of. So I ordered 40 balls in total, and I either ordered 4 balls or 2 balls of each color, depending on how much I thought I would use it. So the ones that I bought 4 balls of, I bought black, dark gray, navy blue, hunter green, chestnut, which is a dark brown, sand, which is a very light grayish beige, and the color curry, which is kind of like a mustardy yellow. So I ordered 4 of those because I thought I just really liked those colors. They'd be great base colors. And then I ordered 2 of red, light blue, light rosa, coral, sunflower, and rust. And now I really regret not getting more of rust because it's a beautiful burnt orange color. So if you are into the burnt oranges, rust is your color. It looks a little bit brighter online than it actually is in person, which is what put me kind of like, I don't know if I really want this or not. But when I came in person, it was very much a beautiful dark burnt orange. So if that's what you're into, rust is your color. Now on Hobbie's website, the more you buy for a lot of yarns, the cheaper it is per ball. And I believe that was the case with these 8-4 cotton yarns. So these are very, very much comparable to the We Heart yarn cottons. If they're not exactly the same, you know, they're 50-gram balls, 100% cotton, exact same weight. And they come in, yeah, 185 yard balls. So very, very similar. If you've tried one or the other, just know that the other one is pretty much the same. I also did order one of those 10 packs of kind of different color, same yarn, but it was a pack of 10, and it came in like a rainbow pastel pack. So I did order one of those, very, very happy with those colors as well. And I'll put, again, a link in the description to what I bought if you're interested in seeing more of that. Now, the other cotton yarn that I did purchase, not in this most recent order, but the one before that, was actually the Dahlia cotton yarn. Now, I'm somebody who, one of the major reasons I first made my very, very first Hobbii order was because I saw these beautiful ombre Cotton King Twirl Cake yarns. I'm sure we've all seen them in the Facebook ads and things. And it's just this beautiful, very subtle fade from one color to another in these cake yarns. And I absolutely loved them. And then I saw that they came out with what they call Dahlia, which is another one of those 100% cotton, very fine weight ombre style yarns. And I saw a couple of colorways that just sang to me, and I just snatched them up. So I got 4 of colorway color 10, and that is called Summer Flame. It is a beautiful, beautiful, there, the light maybe catches it better. It just reminds me of autumn. You know, you've got all of the colors of late summer to autumn in here, and it's just beautiful. So I actually ended up getting 4 of these. The reason I got 4 is because I personally want to make larger projects with this beautiful fade. And I find it very difficult to make large projects with a very fine yarn. And this is a size 2 fine yarn. I would even argue that it behaves like a 1. It's very, very thin 4-ply cotton. I know that's kind of hard to see, but it's a very thin 4-ply cotton, and it's pretty much exactly the same as those cotton twirl cake ones that we all see. And I thought to myself, if I want to make something like a shawl, it would probably be best if I could double up the yarn and just kind of have a thicker yarn to work with. So that's why I got 4 of these, so that I could double them up and have essentially 2 double thick balls of yarn to work with for something bigger like a shawl or a shirt or sweater or what have you. The other colorway that I got was color 12, and this is Rocco, I think it's called. And this one I bought 2 of. I wasn't as much in love with it as Summer Flame, but I do love this. It very much reminds me of a jungle, and that's why I grabbed it. These cakes are also almost 900 yards per cake, so you can get quite a lot done with one of these. And even if I'm going to be doubling it up, you know, that's still almost 900 yards. I think it's 874. Yeah, 800 meters or 874 yards of yarn. So it's quite a lot. You could probably get like a shirt done with this, and then doubling it up, you'll even get a little bit farther because your yarn will be that much thicker. So those are the ones that I got from the Dahlia line by Hobbii. I'm very, very, very happy with them. They're pretty much exactly the same as those cotton twirl cakes, which I believe they recently renamed to Sultan, something like that, on their website. I will put a link for everything that I talk about down below. So yeah, those are the cotton products that I've bought from Hobbii recently. I have started working with a few of them, and I am very, very happy with them. So I highly recommend them if you're looking for cotton yarn, especially that 8/4 or that like very thin like sock or fingering weight cotton yarn. Hobbii to me is the place to go. Maybe it's different in other countries. I do find it really hard to find a nice quality thin cotton that isn't going to break the bank here in Canada, at least in my region of Canada, in Ontario. Yeah, that's something to keep in mind if you two are wanting to have some nice, you know, breathable cotton socks, but you're finding it difficult to find materials. Definitely check out Hobbii. I highly, highly recommend it. With that being said, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today, a very cotton-centric video. Again, if you want to see anything that I'm going to be making with these yarns over the next few months, especially a lot of stuff revving up for Christmas gifts, check out my Instagram, Will-O-Wisp Knits, down below, and also take a look at my Etsy shop, also called Will-O-Wisp Knits. You know, whenever I make something, just trying out some new yarn, and I just, you know, don't need another pair of socks lying around or whatever, I throw them up on my Etsy and all of you can enjoy them. So definitely give that a look as well if you are so inclined. With that being said, that's everything I wanted to talk about today. So thank you very much for watching, and remember to subscribe for that next video talking about Hobbii yarns. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.